So, welcome everybody. We are back for the second half of Content and Creations, and once again, we are touring Kerran builds today. If you have a Kerran build that you'd like to have toured and get feedback on, please do let me know. Put it in chat. I'll get you on the list. After we take the screenshot here, we've got one more build to do, and then we're moving on. Just that. You know that thing where you jump while you're going downhill, and instead of it being your first jump, it actually turns out it's your second jump? Yeah. That's really annoying. Better ground tracking going downhill. There. That's the shot. Damn, that tastes good. Interesting, Otomzo. No, I don't know if that is related or not. Nice. So this is, I believe, is the last one. It's off this way. No. That one? Or that one? What is this place? This is a rough work in progress. Looks narrow. It's really about all I can say about it. Must be that one then. This definitely isn't it. Alright, well, I think that was it for those builds. Alright, so who's up next? Mello, you ready for another visit? I'd love to see that door that you were working on. Hey, Countess. How's it going? What's up? Do you have a Kerran build? Oh, sure. Gotcha, Mello. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Cool. Ah, it's so delicious. Whoops. Whoops. Hey, Cereals, how you doing, buddy? Hooray, we teleport. Yeah, that's kind of the challenge. It's going to usually be one or the other. Either the cloth looks good or the boards look good. I see what you mean about the boards getting warped. I wonder if there's anything that can be done about that. Round boards, yeah. Might need to adjust for something like that then. And then from the inside. Oh, you clothed off the you clothed off one of the ends, or one of the pathways rather. You clothed off both of the pathways. That's funny. It's cool. I like how it looks from the inside for sure. There's definitely trade-offs using this one versus using the one I've already got. I do like that you can actually see the wood and it drapes over rather than having to be wrapped around or whatever. Oh, cool. Yeah, these aren't actually ends where it's supposed to stop. Those are actually the pathways through. It's this corner part where it's supposed to have the ends that are covered, or at least the paths that are covered where you're not going. But it's modular, so you can add different different scaffoldings off of it. You can add upstairs or downstairs off of any direction. And I haven't tried linking them up, but I'm sure you could probably make those ones work with the other ones there too, if you want it to go at a slower climb. So let me get the chat in the right place here. Child butt on the keyboard. Well, that's cool. I mean, not the child butt on the keyboard, but the cloth stuff here that you've worked out. Definitely, I will check back and see if you get anything else going by the end of the show, and then probably grab it and potentially look at using it. But really good stuff there. Thanks for giving it a shot there. It's pretty cool. Anyhow, I am moving along to Mellow. Mellow, did you not pay your upkeep? Oh, Tom's, I would definitely need to check your place out. Whoops. Delicious. All right. Just gonna let it load. well, I will be there after I'm finished with Melo's place. Alright, I think it's sufficiently loaded. Ah, putty. Man, it looks like a friggin' storm's about to start up here. Golly. Golly gee willikers. It's ropey. Rope bridge, rope bridge. Hangout spot. Oh, yeah. That is a fishing pole, isn't it? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Catch a big one. Interior stuff. I would definitely say to avoid this little effect you've got here. It very much looks like this pattern is just mirrored over here. I would say kind of adjust that a little. It doesn't have to look exactly the same on both walls. In fact, it looks really weird kind of seeing it mirrored from one wall to the other like that. Definitely recommend adjusting. I like the inlay. I see that you've adjusted things. You've got your fishing poles up there. Some stars in your buckets. So this place is less about the fishing traps, which there's now just the 2 of them, and more about just kind of conventional fishing, or they do the traps and then they do the conventional fishing just for kicks. Either way, pretty cool. NPCs in an oyster gathering quest? Yeah, right. You're funny, Shatari. Crim check. That's funny. Repainted all the roofs. Oh. Burled. burled wood! Yeah, we have a lot of burled wood to work with. We have a lot of burled wood to work with. Okay. What the heck? Oh, is that supposed to be like a stick of incense? I'm pretty sure incense is not supposed to be smoldering like that. I like the look of the boards this way. The colors look really nice here. Whoops. Oh, a wall hammock. That is nice. I like that. A cat person. I'm gonna lay in a hammock. And what's up here? Still gotta do something to reinforce those roof tiles a little more. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna get wax on your box, and then your box is going to burn. I like the little stack of chairs there. That's nice. A lot of nice details here. These little curved sections that are holding up the roof are pretty nice. Yeah, I think they're fine. Remember, they're mostly being supported, I would say, by these spars here on the corners. And these are just kind of some added benefit to it. I don't think they're wrong. However, I would say if there's any way you can smooth out this little bump right here, get it a little bit smoother, even have it kind of curl down past the frame, I think that would help a lot. Awesome. Yeah, because these curves here, they're a little on the rough and kind of chunky side, and I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but I think you might be able to clean them up just a little bit. Yeah. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. door. Be a good corner door. Now, do you want both sides of the door to be open and usable, or just one of them open? Because what I'm thinking is you would put a post right here, and then have another post somewhere here, and another post somewhere here. But the idea I had is that you have this one closed and this side open. So this side here, you can you can see that it's usable, but it's not open, and this one, it is open. So what I was thinking is that you actually have ropes connecting between the posts, and that's basically how it's kind of doored off and sealed off. But then the other kind of awkward thing with that is you wouldn't really have wood spars or posts going through the building to support those. It's a really difficult place to put a door because you don't really have, the same kind of support. You've got a wood post here, but there's not as much, structure-wise going on here. I mean, you could just frame it up with burled wood and use the burled wood trap doors and just have that be that. That's probably the easiest way to go. Tinker's Workshop. Rob Furniture. Interactive then. Burled wood trapdoor. There we are. Fair enough. Yeah, I think this works better. I would recommend, those proportions were fine, just have to move the ladder over a little bit. So it'll line up better with the doorway. I think that's the goal, isn't it? It's fancy for the sake of fancy. Yeah, I understand. I don't think Kerran's the ones to do something like that. They're fancy and elegant in a different way, but not a a clever and ingenious sort of way. That's more of a dwarf or a gnome sort of thing. Hooray, the bridge. And the water. Of course, we saw this last time. It's great. To make the pipe copper, that makes more sense. Looks like your plant is migrating here or something. Doesn't quite want to stay in the middle. Think this room needs something else? Well, you could add like a stack of upturned buckets over here. You could add some more barrels. It's well lit. Maybe you need to have a few fishing poles here and a few more supplies for fishing and stuff kind of hanging out over here. Or maybe this is where you set up some sort of kitchen facilities and you make this kind of like the the cooking area, because it's going to have the closest access to water. Store traps in here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Put a few of those in. It's a great idea. Great stuff going on here. And of course the ladder. To get up to here. Though I think you might want to add one more ladder if you could to actually get up to the top, because otherwise you're like straddling the ridge here and then trying to peek over this way, and then you're climbing up on the edge, dipping down to get water, and that's kind of weird. Or to add water to it, I guess it'd be a little bit weird. The color looks fine. There's nothing that looks wrong. There's nothing here that looks wrong about the build that I've seen. Everything seems to look pretty right, pretty spot on, pretty solid. Except, of course, this gaping hole in the corner and those two moons looking at each other. But other than that, things look great. You see, that's the upturned shell with the candle on it, and it's great. It's a great candle holder. It's perfect for Kerrans. Pretty cool. I could see some more furnishing going in here too, maybe even like a bookcase or something. This seems like a little kind of study slash eating area. Pretty cool. Folks in chat, what do you think? You haven't spoken out for a little while. Did you change this part at all anywhere? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some fishing poles. And some tiny buckets. Fishing poles, fishing poles. You have added fishing poles. You want a PvP on it, Cat? You want a PvP everywhere, Catchy. You really like fighting stuff. Pretty funny, actually. Yeah, the rope really does help a lot with the stuff. Yeah, Bad Viking. Apparently, I was able to find a spot where my camera was just like passing back and forth between the fog. What's the location here? There we go. Wow, that's freaky. That was awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, hold on. One more time. One more time. See if I can hit that spot one more time. Didn't quite do that wave of blue the same way. Now my question, can you do that at any camera height? Yeah. Okay, that's enough screwing around here. If you want to play around with the camera effects on your own, you can definitely come to Mello's build and poke your camera through. And then wait for a few seconds. And then once it's all foggy, just ever so slightly adjust till it goes black. Didn't quite do it on me there. But yeah, pretty freaky stuff. Otomzo, are you still there? If not, we'll move on to the next person. And who will the next person be? Because I don't have somebody else to check out. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Mello, for sure. Eventually they'll get that mesh stuff in place. Had to drop by the PvP claim, gotcha. Yes, I want to see Mega Bob. How about this, Catchy? We'll end on Mega Bob at the end of the show to give you as much time as possible. No, I can't find it on the gallery. It's not listed. And you haven't added me to your friends list, so I can't teleport to you. Weird. I'm just gonna restart the game here for a moment. SWAT. Anybody who might be watching the video of this on YouTube afterward, the folks in chat who were playing the bank heist game and tried to pull off a bank heist all just got obliterated. Yeah, Mello, it's pretty awesome. So Mello, when you're all done, do you have plans to work on another one? If not, you want to come help work on mine? Because it's still got a lot of work to go, and I'm honestly not going to be too picky about a lot of the work. Plus, I'm going to be working on it every day for 2 hours, so it's not like I'm, trying to get people to work on it and me just walk away or nothing. Definitely putting it out there. If you're interested, and anybody who's interested in helping out in the community who's been doing awesome Kerran builds. kind of stuck at 50 right now. That's weird. There we go. I haven't heard this part of the music before, I'll be honest. Oh, I'm probably dead. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, I see. The game is still not fully loaded in yet. Oh. Hey, a cave. Well, ain't that fancy? All right. Now let's wait for it to load in. All right. Oh, neat. Interesting. Scaffolding stairs. Oh, that's pretty fancy. For a Kerran walkway, that's pretty fancy. I like the window there with the lattice. That's very nice. Oh, I see. It's an incense burner. I like that with the rope attached. Lots of room to do stuff. I definitely recommend when you start furnishing the floors, you don't build straight on the lattice pattern you've got here, but instead put a put some rugs and stuff down and put the stuff on top of that. Maybe a bookcase would be fine to put on it, but like tables and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend to put on rugs. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. I don't know if they would have that thick of a spar going across there. Like, I guess it would because it's being supported in the middle, huh? That would make sense. Yeah, no, that one's fine. Never mind. I'll shut up about it. It looks great. I like how it's coming through the coming through that space like that too. I wasn't sure if it was just being held from above or if it was being held from below somewhere. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go back and look at it for a moment, one more time though, for just that specific juncture there. So where these meet, I definitely recommend using the rope, one coiled rope on this one coiled rope on this one, or you could even do two if you wanted, to really spread it out or have it nice and tight. And what that's going to do is basically hide the fact that they're intersecting like that, and instead make it look like they're, you know, tied really tightly together and they're kind of holding each other. Another way you could do it is having a metal clasp. How you have these metal clasps on the sides, kind of holding them in place. Doing the same sort of thing in the middle of these, a piece of metal, and then maybe having like a little star or something coming off of it, or some sort of decoration, or a lantern. You know it, Shatari. I'm pretty sure the rope gets close enough. Pretty sure it gets that big. Alright. I don't know what the heck is going on with those. Okay, that's just going through the wall. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's keep going up and up and up all the way to the top. This couch is nice. Well, I mean, the other thing is just manually connecting rather the smaller curved segments of rope, and while it's expensive, it's definitely a way to go. The other thing you can do there is have it be like kind of connected together with fabric to kind of cover that juncture a little bit better. This is really nice. I like the look of this a lot. Definitely a nice little hangout spot. Chain, I see what you're saying. Yeah, perhaps chain. Actually, because there's the metal being used in there, chain could work. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So the lounge is at the top. Ooh, I like that fabric there. That's nice. Very nice up top here. Good use of the materials. Yeah, it looks good under there. Looks rather good under there. I like it. Yeah. Pretty awesome. So, what are the things in particular that you want feedback on? Is it just the kind of the build in general? Because the build's awesome. How many frames am I getting? It's not going below 30 at all. I am not seeing, like, maybe once for a moment there I saw a 2. I know my frames are pretty solid. Otomza, one other thing I would recommend, have a rope or something leading down to this area, have like a little area that you can climb down to here, and actually have this either as a storage space, or at least just have it accessible from above here. The specific reason for that is so that way you can have, whether you want to have something kind of sticking into the floor or a couple small boxes down here, or something showing that some of the natural terrain is still around, and have like a couple rocks. You could even do a little rock garden or a little mushroom garden down here or something. There's a lot of different ways you can use this space. Definitely no reason to leave it bare, especially because you've got the lattice above it here. So when people come in and look down, they should definitely be able to see some awesome stuff. You could also put some glowing plants down there, plants that glow and have various different particle effects off of them. That'd be another really nice way to use the space there. But I definitely feel like there should be some way from, and definitely don't have it from the ground floor, have it from this floor that you've got above here, like a rope or something. And if you felt like you could even have a rope going all the way up. It's not that someone would actually use the rope, functionally in gameplay, so much as just representing that that's an area that someone could aesthetically, climb up and down if there was a climbing feature. Yeah, a rope or a ladder. Okay, some feedback on the interior lighting. So, these are like little oil lamp sorts of things. During the day here, it's actually pretty dark inside. There's just this one window. It's not really, is it facing? Nah. Whoops. Yeah, I think if you had a window facing this way, because they say to orient the buildings towards the sun, towards the orientation of the sun. So you definitely have it with the doorway here, but I think a window here would help to let a little bit more light in. Honestly, I think that's kind of the issue. It would be a little stuffy in here because you have a lot of the light coming from these oil burners and not really as much coming naturally from the outside. Now, it's fine if you want to keep the oil burners. Another thing you could do to help offset the oil burners is having lamps or lanterns, whether custom ones or otherwise, that don't have that orange color, that have a different color, which would help diffuse it. There's a lot of different ways. You can definitely have little lanterns hanging down, or even have a rope, like a knot tied from there, one there, and have something kind of, draping across or whatever. Like, let's say that one and that one. You'd have a rope draping across and then have a little lantern dropping off of it. Or the lanterns that they gave us, the Kerran lanterns, to just put one up in the middle. But the as much as I like these oil burners, they seem like they're going to make the place really sooty. And because there isn't as much sunlight coming in and as much of the outside visible, I honestly can smell this place, and it smells like a tire fire. A little bit. I don't know, that's just me. You're asking for my lighting opinion, not how it smells. Sorry. I'd have to see it at night to really see how the light is. I don't know if this is going to be sufficient. Heavy on the incense. Oh, that's incense? I thought these were actually oil burners. Incense doesn't burn like that. Incense smolders like a little coal, not, if this is what your incense looks like, you gotta blow it out, and then, it'll actually start to smell nice instead of smelling like horrible burning wood. Dangly lights. I really like these These little column things going up, they're pretty sweet. I would say this side is really light with the reinforcement because the little reinforcing thing ends pretty low for this side. I would actually see, if you felt like it, maybe put one on the outside here going all the way up, but you don't have to. Alright. So let's look at the next floor up. Same sort of thing. It's got a little bit more light and a little bit more window space, so it feels like it's got a little bit more kind of breathability. But I would definitely say you could stand to put a window right here. You could even put one here or extend this doorway up more to allow more light and more air. In fact, that might not be a bad idea. This one down here is if you could oops, I went too far down. If there's any way you could make the doorway bigger, but I guess not because you've got this post here. Yeah, D-Man, good point. The candles probably would work better than torches. Pretty nice build. Pretty damn nice. So what about the lighting here? So it's pretty open here, but I see other than that there really isn't any lighting here whatsoever. You could replace those trees with these plants and then put some lights, some little lamps up on these, or even the those little coal fires that they added for the Kerrans, the little things that are covered. Those would work really, really well, I think. It adds some lighting, it adds some warmth, and because it's pretty open, there wouldn't really be any issues about ventilation. Definitely not as many circular, spiraling, cylindrical kind of Kerran builds. They're mostly more of that rectangular kind of trapezoidal shape. But yeah, some lighting definitely necessary. And then along the outside, that's the one other place where you need some lighting. There's a lot of different ways you could add lighting. Hanging lights are probably going to be one of the easiest ways, just off of the post that you already have. Adding some hanging lights here and there probably doesn't really get much easier than that. Unless all of these actually do light up, and I just can't tell because of the time right now. that bright right now. Cool stuff. Ooh. The location. Well, it seems like you use iron more in your stuff, Otomzo, the grayish stuff, so I guess either switch it all out or keep with the consistent theme. I think it looks great. I think the metal choices you've made look fantastic. $19.29. Content Creations, Episode 5. And send it. Well, fine on the ships, that's fine, because they're supposed to be all nautical stuff. Alright. So who's up next? We've got time for one, maybe two more builds. Who is ready to get toured? Toured. Who wants to get toured? Bob. For sure, Tomzo. Catchy Bob doesn't come up. How about not catchy? Nope, can't find Bob. Catchy. And teleport's still broken. Yeah, Catchy and Bob were not working for me there. And I was definitely searching in the gallery. So let's just get back on in. No idea, Caesar. Later, Phasicus. Have a good one, buddy. So what's the actual Bob build location? Which one's that? Voxelcatchy? Oh, okay. Just all sorts of Kerran stuff. That's just the fastest way to deal with it. quite what I meant. Alright, let's see. You need... Oops. You need this stuff. And... you need this stuff. There. Stuff. Hooray! Bobhead. Okie dokie, I see what's going on here. Other than my grappling hook causing some weird artifacting. So those arms. Those arms still. It took 3 hours to make the head. Wow. This all just needs to be coated with a layer of green. And the neck stub here, green, and then the head gets dropped on top. And then the bobbining. The bobbining. Jokingly, I say, gee, you'd have a lot more green lumicite if you didn't have a bunch of bobs around the perimeter. But this is an altar of Bob. Bottom stuff. Cool. Ha, Pantera. Yeah, basically. What was that? It would be the Bob Reaper for Mass Effect. You take all the Bobs and then kill them and turn them into a giant Bob. Alright. Cool stuff. Bob recall. They leak. Leaky bobs. The leaky bob gets replaced. Freaking spacebar. Take screenshot. Okay, let's climb back up. Take a moment for my stamina to actually replenish. Nice. Mohawk on Bob. Alright. I'm going to wrap it up today by showing you what I've been working on. And like I said earlier in the show, I am definitely most definitely looking to get some ace builders from the community to help me out with this. I've got some of the structure in place now, but the next step is going to be the fine detail work and all of that fun stuff. I'm on my own build, therefore I shouldn't take damage, right? Nope, still take damage. Hold up. Nighthawk. Alright, what you looking to get? In fact, I'm going to start loading up Evercast Show right now so I don't have to be hit by an ad. Yeah, Nighthawk, they showed it. It looks alright. I feel like it looks pretty respectable. Pretty sure it's loaded in now. Usually if you can draw a sword, that means you're good. So, scaffolding staircase. Got a little interior area there. Staircase that'll take you up to this floor, which is getting spars from the tallest tower going across. Little hangout space there. See a little star inlay I put down there. There'll be some walkways leading across to the plaster part of this floor, which will then have another spot kind of leading out to here. I'll probably remove this set of doors there because it doesn't make sense. Staircase up. Leads up to here. Gonna have some more awesome space. That's how high the roof is. It gets a little higher every time. Then this is going to have a little bridge that extends across to here. More plastered in area, and then the detailed wood area above it. I'm still working out exactly how I want to get from here up to there. I was thinking of using this edge, but I'm kind of low on space there, so there might be some amount of me expanding this out this way to the left a little bit here. And then from here there'll be some sort of a staircase or something that leads up, or maybe just a ladder bridge even. Probably something a little bit no, actually not a staircase. It's it is going to be a ladder bridge, rather, a rope bridge, connecting from this floor to this floor, which will have, where there's these spars going across, not only will the roof of the smallest of the four towers actually be kind of a walking space from the top tower, but there will also be the ramp somewhere over here that leads up to the top floor. So, taking in the entire place from a further glance, you can see it's kind of got this spiraling effect going on. And starting even from here, this is smaller, gets taller and wider, taller and wider, taller and wider. So really kind of playing up to that Nautilus that Rosie Rappaport was saying about trying to build with. And these are actually the heights here where I've got the top wooden boards. That's where the bottom of the roof is, rather, and then it's going to kind of do whatever decorative stuff to connect. These aren't necessarily the heights that the tops of the roofers are going to be at, but the idea is that this is exactly the size of an entire claim. It's using basically an entire claim, using the tall tower with the smaller supporting towers type idea. I don't know if these are quite the proportions that that they were looking for, but this is what I'm going with. I'm happy with it. I think it's going to be great when it's done. I realized that with maybe 11 days left, it's going to be a lot of work to get it all nice and tidy and Kerran-tastic in ship shape for the contest, but I'll get it as close as I can. The one other detail I didn't really go into is I actually am going to be building up the entire internal space for all of them, making them all nice and detailed, filling the other end of this hollow stuff here. And yeah, just building it up and making it awesome. That's the goal. So, that is it, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I will see you later. I am heading over to the Evercast show. See you all over there. Have a good one, and bye-bye.